What the fuck is up, motherfuckers? I'm gonna play a league with Doomsday. I think I want to use a list that's kind of like this. Back on Empty the Warrens. More Empty the Warrens. We're going to try out the full 4 again. You'll also notice that I've cut Hurkyl's recalls. The reason for this is because I've been feeling like bounce in general is not that great lately. Because you have to already have the kill in hand. I would rather just destroy the offending artifact or try to cheese out a win, which is what the empties are there for. Also testing new Jace. He has some very specific applications in very specific piles. I figured it was worth testing in the sideboard. Excuse me. I don't think the main deck has changed at all. Maybe I'll start out, see if I can grab a practice room match. We're no viewers yet, so we'll wait a little while on that. If I don't get a practice match pretty quick, I'll probably just jump into a league, though. Here's somebody. Alright. This hand is unimpressive. On the play, I mean. I'm probably going to keep this. It's not particularly thrilling, but... Alright, we'll just lead on Badlands Thoughtseize. Hopefully they're not doing anything too stupid. Looks like Delver. I think I'll take the Spell Pierce here. Because I'm not really, with the way my hand's shaping up, I'm not really going to be able to play around anything. Or not going to be able to play around it. And it'll kind of force them to hold on to the Delver if they want to force. So I'm going to take Pierce. And just pass. This will give me a good opportunity to test out the old Empty the Warrens game plan. They might just slam the Delver. Means they either drew another blue mana or another blue card, or their shields are down, but I don't have anything to do right now, so I'm just going to start with a Preordain. Another Preordain. I'll take the other Preordain. We're still pretty far away from being able to do anything. Arguably, I should have taken that Lim-Dûl's Vault and tried to look for, like, excuse me, a Brainstorm or something. So Delver didn't flip, which I like. I almost want to just cast this Act on Impulse, but not having any more mana up after I do it. Ooh, another Delver. They're trying to put the pressure on. This isn't looking too good, because my hand's kind of bad and slow. And it's really unfortunate that this Act on Impulse is in my hand. I wonder if I can just... let's just cast it, see if I can clear it out. They might counter it. They might not have anything. I can't cast any of those spells, which kind of sucks. It's funny, if I Dark Ritualed into the Act on Impulse there, I probably would be winning the game right now. But they didn't take that bait, so now I need to, well, we'll see what happens. Oh, Brainstorm, now we're looking bad. This one's definitely gone away from me. The only way I can see myself winning this right now is if I draw another discard spell. And they don't wasteland me or anything. At least this practice match will be over pretty quick. Alright, I'm just going to concede. I know they have Force and Stifle, so we'll bring in the Jaces. I'm going to cut 2 Frenzies. One Doomsday. Let's try 2 Frenzies, 2 Doomsday. I don't know if that's correct or not, but we'll try it. Yeah, so that my hand did not line up well against them at all. It wasn't awful against like a slow blue control deck, but probably that hand just wasn't actually worth keeping. If you think about it like a Mola 6, because the Act on Impulse, it was a pretty weak 6. This hand is interesting. It's going to be pretty vulnerable to Wasteland, I think, because I don't think I can afford to not fetch Underground Sea here. So, those are both very good cards, though. So I could run the Frenzy out, but I think I want to Ponder again. If I can find another land, I'll be a lot happier. God damn it. I'm just going to shuffle. Not another land. Alright, we'll be in a tight spot if I get Wastelanded here. No flip. No Wasteland yet. I mean, Wasteland isn't going to stop me from casting the Frenzy. Like, I could still cast it, but I would just be running into days, like... Okay, no Wasteland. Another Delver, though. It's kind of looking like they're going to make the same damn play as last time. Good. Let's see... I think I'm just going to cast this, or crack this now. If they have the Stifle, they have the Stifle. No Stifle. So now I can cast both discard spells. What do you got? Spell Pierce, okay. I'll not pay for Spell Pierce. Duress. What you got? Dazing my Duress. Well, I am not going to pay for that. I can't. So, if they have Spell Pierce, Force, and Daze, then that's just what happens. Okay. So, I'll be in a decent spot as long as I don't die. It's like, part of my issue with this matchup, part of why I feel uncomfortable with it, is that I have a hard time evaluating the value of Frenzy in this matchup. Like, if it comes down early, it's great. But if they have any kind of a clock against you, it can be a real problem. Like it can just be too little too late. And if you invest a bunch of resources into it, and it just gets forced or whatever, late in the game, it's a death sentence. So another Delver and still no flip. Ponder. Alright, let's see what happens with this Ponder. I'm sure they're not going to shuffle because they're going to want to flip their Delvers. They had a pretty aggro draw. So on my upkeep, I'm going to cast this. I'm just going to try and win. So they're dazing it. Okay. I will not pay. So I'm going to draw this. Fuck. That sucks. I'm sure now all these Delvers are going to flip. So I'm wanting to see like a Brainstorm right under this Doomsday. Stifle. Okay, I can beat a Stifle, probably. Stifle's not nearly as bad as... But either way, I'm only going to have one turn. There's the Volg. Draw for turn. Cast that, I guess. Fucking A. Oh, I'm just dead. That's so shitty. Alright. So that's another part of, like... Part of why I'm not a huge fan of Frenzy in that matchup. Is if they have a fast clock, which admittedly they had an extremely fast clock. But if they have a fast clock, it's just... It can be too slow. It's just not great. And when you're trying to punch through a bunch of soft counter magic. So, my 5-0 was able to get me enough gas to do 5 more leagues. Use the play points first, I think. But anyway, just going to jump in here. But yeah, I don't know. That's how the Delver matchup, how it feels like it always goes. Like, when I was able to maneuver into a position to cast my business spell, and they just had a 2-turn clock, and it wasn't enough. And like my flips were pretty subpar for what it's worth, and they had the extra counter spell to beat the Lim-Dûl's Vault, but. It's funny there that if I had just drawn the Lim-Dûl's Vault, I would have won. Because I would have been able to Dark Grit through the days. So yeah, I don't know. I still don't think I played that wrong. I think I was supposed to cast Lim-Dûl's Vault there 100%, but... Oh well. I think I've played against this person before, but I don't remember. This hand is fine though. Probably Miracles. This hand is actually pretty good against Miracles. It just needs more land. Good. I think I'll be keeping all of that. This is exactly the kind of hand I want to see against Miracles. So I'm just gonna... I'm not gonna cast anything. I don't want to run into a Back to Basics or Narset or something next turn. Or this turn, I mean. So... I'm going to Brainstorm now. This way, if they want to counter it, they can't play like a Narset or a Teferi. They didn't. So I'm thinking... I don't think Bauble is going to be much good for me if they do play Narset. I'm going to put Ponder back on top. Hold on to the rest of these cards. Oh, blue. True Name. Okay, so this is probably more likely Stoneblade. That means that I think there's a very good chance I can win this turn. I just need to think about what I want to do, if I want to draw the Ponder or not. I probably don't have any good reason to draw the Ponder, so I'm going to crack this now. Okay, Valk. I'll draw for turn. Another Cabalrit. So, let's crack this. I'm just going to grab Basic Swamp here. I'm going to start off with Darkrit. And it resolved. We'll get the Thoughtseize in there, so they're super duper dead. They didn't cast the Teferi. I don't need anything fancy here. I think I'm actually going to not use the Frenzy, just in case they like don't see it or something. I don't think it's gonna matter at any rate. But in case they're dumb and don't look at my cards very well. I thought I'd fucked up for a second, but I'm good. Yeah, it's pretty easy. Game 1 against Stoneblade is usually pretty easy. So, I'm always a little iffy on how to side against Stoneblade. I think... like, Empty's not as good against them as it is against normal Miracles because they have Batterskull. And, like, part of me wants a Braid to destroy random crap. I'm also thinking maybe Jace would be okay. But on the other hand, Empties can destroy things like I could attack Teferi if they play it. Oh, also, it's worth noting I'm not running Collective Brutality in this list. Alright, let's see. I'm going to cut a Preordain. And I think I want to cut... I could cut an Experimental Frenzy or a Doomsday. Could maybe cut Cabalrit. I don't know. Maybe I don't want any Braids. I feel like if I don't play a Braid, I'm gonna get caught with my pants down by like a fucking Eversworn Canonist or something. Although these days they're probably not playing anything like that. Their 3-drop slot's probably too full. Maybe Empty is okay here. Let's just try this. Let's try bringing in 2 Empties. -1 Frenzy. And I need 1 Preordain out. That's pretty minimal. I'm not, like, game 1 against Stoneblade plays out almost exactly like Miracles, like you can treat them the same, but post-board I feel like I need to treat them a little different, but I'm not sure how. This hand's good though. So this hand is like a turn 3 Frenzy with protection. That's how I see it. I'll probably... What the... They skipped their draw. Yeah, it sure is a misclick. Alright, I'm gonna get Basic Swamp here. I'm feeling pretty good now. We'll see what's going on up there. Oh, what a misclick. It sure is. So none of those hands are actually that threatening to me right now. I'm going to take the Force. Actually, there's no... It's not a misclick. I almost want to take the Brainstorm because I have another Duress for the... I have another Duress for the Force. And none of the other cards are really going to stop Frenzy. The Surgicals will be a little annoying, but they're not. As long as I don't lose Tendrils, they're not going to be the end of the line. So they probably are going to just blast this, which I think I'm fine with. Yeah. I'm bothering to play around Wasteland here, just because it's something I know they could have. So I'm definitely going to be looking to... I wonder if I'm supposed to just be a little more careful and maybe take one of the Surgicals. They still have the Force. I'm going to take the Surgical here. Because I still have that Duress for the Force. Alright. I think I'm supposed to crack this now. I'll get Badlands. Draw for turn. Preordain. Is that going to matter? Well, yes, if I want to. I can't cast it if I want to do this first. So let's see if they let this resolve. They might not. This might just get forced, in which case I'll duress their last blast. Okay. No. Alright, so let's duress. Hopefully they didn't rip another force. That would be annoying. They did find the Spell Pierce, but I think I can beat that by just playing out this Lion's Eye Diamond. So they're going to make me crack this LED, I'm sure. They might surgical the LED too, which I can live with, but it'll be annoying. Probably should have cracked that for black. That was a mistake. Ooh. I'm glad I get to cast that right away. I'll grab an Underground Sea here. Let's cast this. Another Ponder. I know they still have Surgical, so I'm really debating on whether I'm supposed to just jam here, but I probably am. Supposed to just keep going. Darkrit. Interesting. Actually, this is really good. Wait a second. How do I want to play this? I guess I want to do... I guess I'll draw the Darkrit. So I'm going to duress now, and now if they surgical, I could brainstorm in response, and like brainstorm the Darkrit back in and fire it off. Oh, they're just letting me take it. Alright, I'm definitely going to take the surgical. Brainstorm. Let's hit good. There we go. That's game. And I have enough mana left over to just Tendrils. So the other cards don't matter at all. Yeah, they just concede, looks like. Alright, easy peasy. Let's get another one going here. that misclick at the beginning really helped. Oh wait, it wasn't a misclick. They had kept a no-lander. That was a sketchy no-lander, to be perfectly honest. Like, forced double surgical, I just don't know. I guess if they draw a land, they have the brainstorm, so it makes their hand significantly better, but I almost wonder if they're supposed to just force my Thoughtseize on turn one. It's not like they knew they had a land, though. I don't know. Seems like a really sketchy keep to me. I mean, they definitely could have caused me some problems with if they'd surgical like my LED or something. I'm a little surprised they didn't surgical when I duressed. But I guess they figured they would just lose the surgical, and then I would probably take the blast, and then they would basically have nothing. So they figured they just let me take the surgical, but like, I don't know. At that point in the game, I felt like it was pretty unlikely I was going to let them untap. I don't know. But yeah, probably just, leaning too hard on, probably leaning too hard on the surgicals. I just don't think, you can keep a no-lander like that. Maybe if it was like, I don't know, double force, double surgical mind break trap or something, you could probably keep that as a no-lander. Like force two blue cards, two force, two blue cards, and a surgical two force. Yeah, and mind break trap. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think I agree. Not surgicaling. Like they had options there, Not surgicaling like right away when after I resolved, or like as soon as they got priority when I resolved Frenzy. Having the LED right on top was pretty big game because it let me resolve it. But I don't know. I think they should have just surgicaled it right in response, like right when I cracked it to pay for the spell pierce. But this hand is pretty sketchy. If that Badlands was an Underground Sea, I would definitely keep it. I'm cold. Why am I cold? I think there's a lot that could go right with this hand. Probably more that could go wrong. I think I'm gonna mull it. Well, this hand's pretty fucking uninspired, but that makes it a little better. I'm going to start with a duress. Just so I know what they're doing. Yikes. That's pretty nasty. But I have to take the 3-ball, right? Oh no, wait. I think I can take the Grim. They're not going to be casting the 3-ball next turn. Probably. I think I'm going to take the Grim, and then next turn I can take the Trinisphere. It's maybe a little risky, because if they rip another Grim, they just 3-ball me, but I think I'm willing to take that line. I think regardless, I'm going to be losing my Doomsday. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to be looking for a Frenzy. In which case, I think I'm going to play out the island. Take the 3-ball. Angels and a Volk. Alright, I'm going to keep those two, I think. So this is going to let me, next turn I'll draw the Limb Duels, I'll be able to fetch for the second basic island, and then I can play a Frenzy and try and win from there, and not open myself up to Wasteland too bad. I do run the risk of them drawing some serious horse shit, but Hopefully this line will be good enough. With a really good, so I'm going to go down to 15 when I cast the vault. With a really good vault, I could just win. And also because they only have Ancient Tombs and they're at 16. Okay, well, that's not going to matter too much. They're down super low. This isn't really going to change the name of the game at all. I just need to not go below. This isn't good enough, right? This looks really close, but it's just not actually good enough. Unless... what if I draw a brainstorm? I can brainstorm into... no, that won't be good enough. Yeah, I think this is just not good enough. Because I need my land play. Man, if that C was like a petal or something. It's really close, but I do wish to pay life. So, what I'm going to do is go like this. That one is not what I really want either. Yeah, oh yeah, I thought it was mod 1, but it's mod 0. We can take one hit, right? So, I guess actually if I stopped sooner, I would have been able to take a hit from the first Thought-Knot and then the second Thought-Knot, but at this rate, it's just going to be... so there's my tendrils. Yes, unfortunately now I'm kind of stuck going. Okay, this is a pretty good one because I have the LED at least. It's not the best, but I'm not going to pay. So I think what I want to do is set it up like this. We'll go brainstorm, Thoughtseize, bauble, LED, frenzy. So they get nothing. They hit me to 8. So I'm basically just dead on the crackback, right? So that sucks. I mean, that pile was the best I was going to get, but... I mean, these are just the kind of matchups where, like, this kind of shit happens. You know, I played the best plan I had, and it just might not be good enough. So I'm going to crack this for blue. I can play the bauble out, then draw the Thoughtseize. And play the brainstorm and hope to work from there. There's another fucking frenzy. It's no good. That's real bad. So that's it. That's game. Okay. Well, that was the best plan I had, and it didn't work. So that's fine. What do I want to do in this matchup? I think the Duresses will come out. They're not going to be that good. I want to try bringing all the empties in and all the abrades in. So we'll cut all the Duresses, all the preordains, and then maybe like one frenzy. Or maybe frenzy is just not good in this matchup. Like, it can help you win through a chalice, but probably if they get hate down and I don't just have the... like, when that happens, when you win through a chalice with frenzy, it's usually just because you got lucky and had the right combination of cards. Generally, if they have the chalice down and I don't have a way to beat it, I'm just going to get porked. So I almost want to just, like, cut all but one frenzy maybe and bring back a couple Duresses since I'm on the play. Oh, fuck, you're right. I totally... So I was thinking that I was just going to have to... I had to win on the spot. But yeah, you're right. I fucking blew that. Oh, well. I'm going to go with this for sideboarding, and we'll just try and cheese out 2 wins in a row. Yeah, I did... It's funny. I almost saw it, too. I was like... talk about how I was super close, but I just wasn't... I wasn't thinking straight. At that point, I could have... you're right that I could have taken the hit from both, but oh well. Shit happens. This hand is really close. I think I'm going to keep it. I just need to draw a red source, like, soon. Although, even then, it's kind of not that great. Maybe I shouldn't have kept this. Maybe I'm just... These fucking chalice decks are fucking me up. Oof, and they have... Oh, God, I'm getting fucked. They're going to wasteland me. Which one do I take? They can't cast the sphere. And they'll be farther away from casting it. I think I'm supposed to take Chalice. I think they're just going to wasteland me. Yeah, now I'm tilted for fucking missing that pile. Oh well. Yep, so hopefully they don't just rip. I need to rip. Come on, good draw, good draw. Land, land, land. That's land. Alright, play it out. Just hold that one up. There's the cloud post. Did they have another wasteland? They didn't. I think I have to fetch Underground Sea and Ponder here, because I don't think I'm going to get out of this if I don't find more lands. They found it. Oh wait, they can't. Okay, but that doesn't actually do anything for them right now. So I need to think here. So I can make 8 goblins, and I still will have money in the bank for this Abrade. I probably should have got the Valk instead of this, so that then I would have the Mire below it, so I could still Abrade something and not have to get lucky and draw another land. Karn Liberated and Karn the Great Creator. Okay, so I'm definitely thinking here, I'm just gonna grab Badlands. I'm gonna make my goblins. I'm gonna Thoughtseize the Karn the Great Creator. Oh, and they have Ugin the Ineffable now. They're still kind of light on lands, though. I almost wonder if I'm supposed to just take the Grim Monolith. Ugin the Ineffable will be a bit of a problem if they can get the mana. I think I'm just going to take the Grim Monolith. Or no, I should probably take the Sphere so that I can destroy something with Abrade. Yeah, I'm going to take the Monolith. I think it's probably right. Let's make the fucking goblins. And just hope they brick on mana for a little while. I mean, like, I can draw another land. I have a little bit of time to try and do that. Oh, they found the land. I mean, they're still not generating mana with Candelabra. So, like, they can play the Sphere, but it's not doing that much for them. And it's going to make it harder for them to cast their other spells. So they might be wary of that. Yeah, they ain't casting it. I might be... Well, I'm going to attack here. I wonder if it's time to abrade this Candelabra. Just because, like, that'll make Cloudpost not be an out. I think I probably am. Because I don't think I'm going to get much more value out of this Candelabra. If the game goes on any longer, it's going to lose value. They conceded. They must have missed the land. All right. Let's get another one in here. So now I think cutting the duresses is what I want to do, and probably... I wonder if I'm supposed to be bringing in Jace for those pass the turn piles, like Jace instead of the drills. And then bring back... Although maybe the duresses are still fine, actually. Because they don't always have a turn 1 play. Sometimes their hands are a little shitty and they don't have a turn 1 play. Let's rock that. Let's do it. Let's try and steal a win. I think the Chalice matchups are one of the matchups where I think Jace is okay. Oh, this is so fucking close. I don't think I can throw this back. If they don't lock me out on turn 1 and I draw like a Lotus Petal or something, it's just a turn 1 kill. If they don't have a turn 1 play, I have the Thoughtseize, I have the Abrade. I don't think I can reasonably throw this one back, but... Glimma Post. See, no turn 1 play. Come on, Lotus Petal. Come on, Lotus Petal. Not a Lotus Petal, but still a good one. So I think I'm going to get basic Swamp here, just so I don't get Wastelanded, because I know they're playing Wasteland. And I'll Thoughtseize, and I'll just hope that they only have one castable thing, like this Trinisphere, which I will take. Now, if they don't draw any more gross shit, then I'll be able to just kill them next turn. There's a Wasteland. Grim Monolith. Come on, nothing. Oh, fuck. Fuck! Okay. I need a couple more lands to make this work now. That's not a land. That's super unlucky. That they just had to fucking have that. At least that's not going to untap for them anytime soon. Ooh. That's a little annoying. Although they only had Ugin the Ineffables in hand, right? Come on, I need a land. Let me find a fucking land. We're just so close to winning this one. Just needed them to fucking fade one draw. One draw. And like, even if it was like a Chalice or something, that wouldn't have been as bad because I could abrade a Chalice, you know? But the Trinisphere, of course, I had to fucking... Thran Dynamo, okay. And Eye of Ugin. So if I don't find another land soon, they're gonna start to run away with this one. That's not a fucking land. That's super inconvenient. Oh, I guess it's not the end of the world. I would be able to win. Okay, I'm just gonna discard the Thoughtseize here. See, now that they have the Thran Dynamo and the Eye of Ugin, they're gonna start to run away with this game. Because they can go get their jerk-off shit. That's super frustrating. So they're just going to play Ugin here. What does it do? Colorless spells cost 2 less cast. You can destroy target permanent, that's 1 more colors. Okay. So, like, the card doesn't matter that much to me. The problem is the Trinisphere here. I really desperately need to find another land. Come on. I got one. Just let me fucking have it. Yeah, what do you think you're doing with that wasteland? Don't tell me you drew some jerk-off card. Land. Fucking Lotus Petal. Kill me. Just fucking kill me. It's probably correct to just discard the Jace here. I don't think it's going to be leaving my graveyard. I don't think that's really a concern. This is just so incredibly frustrating. This is what it means to be on the ass end of variance. That's just game, right? Like, they probably just go grab Mycosynth Synthlatus now. I don't think they can actually cast it, but even if I draw the second land, then I'm going to have to abrade that instead of... Oh, no, because it costs 2 less, so yeah, they just have it. Okay. I forgot it costs 2 less. Man, that is fucking frustrating. There are so many turns there where I could have won the game, but oh well. I do think the Empty the Warrens plan is fairly reasonable against that deck. Because they just have a lot going on, a lot of angles of attack, a lot of shitty prison pieces. And so I think that just like kind of gunning for a quick kill like that, even if they have outs to it, you know, it's not like they can't cast Ugin on turn 3 or whatever and destroy all the goblins or have a Ratchet Bomber or whatever the fuck they could do, but I don't know. As you saw, like even having Artifact Destruction doesn't always win the game there. Sometimes your opponent just rips the fucking Trinisphere right after you duress it and have a turn 2 kill, so, you know. Here we go. Win the roll. This hand is gonna be a keep. So I'm gonna get basic swamp here, I think. Because this is kind of looking like it might just be a pass turn pile, depending on what they're doing. I don't know what kind of card decks this... Oh, this is a mirror match. Well, I'm pretty sure I have to take the Thoughtseize. The only problem is going to be... I'm pretty close to death. But I definitely have to take the Thoughtseize. I don't think I can afford to not. With the way my hand is shaping up. So, that's unfortunate. This, And actually, I'm not even sure I'll be able to do a pass turn pile. Because... if they find another mana source... Oh, they'd be one short. They need to... I need them to draw, like, incredibly badly off this Ponder. Because I don't want to just get natural, like, mini drills out of the game if I make a pass a turn pile. That's my concern. They didn't shuffle, which makes me think I'm in trouble. Discard spell. Yes. That's the shit we want to see. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Take that Dark Petition. Alright. So now, I can try and do the pass turn pile. And hopefully they don't have anything good. They're playing out Lotus Petal. Please tell me you didn't hide another fucking tutor on top or something. Seriously. Good lord. Oh, it's just they had the Pass in Flames, maybe? Yeah, that's just game. Okay. Jesus Christ. At least they didn't see a whole hell of a lot of my deck. But still. Yeah, Mermaid, that's what the pile was going to be if I hadn't just died on turn 2 anyway. This hand's a little weak to Surgical. I don't think I can throw it back, but it's not my favorite. I guess I just take the LED here. You didn't shuffle. Playing out another LED. Congrats. I wonder if this is going to be a theme for the day. Is my opponent's drawing the cards that I just made them discard. Not that they drew that. They probably, it's more likely that they found it, but still. It still feels bad. I'm just going to take an extra discard spell. I'm going to go, I think I'll just grab the other Underground Sea here. What I really want to find is... Actually, I wonder if it even mattered if I cast that discard spell there. You know what I mean? Because like I know the hand's full of cantrips. So... I wasn't really gaining a lot by casting that discard spell, in my opinion. And now if they found like Surgical plus 10, or Surgical... Okay, I guess they didn't. I was going to say Surgical plus Thoughtseize, I could just die when they take the Tendrils, because I'm gambling on not playing. They put 2 cards on the bottom with that Preordain. See, this is the problem. This is where I get into trouble. I desperately need to find... a spell that doesn't suck. Thoughtseize here. Actually, yeah, I'm with Thoughtseize here. Just take this Brainstorm. Preordain. Top. Play that out and pass. But, I mean, if they hit a fucking Infernal Tutor, I'm in trouble, right? They're duressing me. Okay. So, they decide to duress first. Which means I could still be in trouble if they find Surgical, but it means that I'll have a turn if they find the Infernal Tutor. No shuffle. But they didn't crack. They didn't just surgical, which they probably should have if they had it. So I think I want to see a discard spell here. Those are good cards. You know what I mean? But I'm just not sure that they do enough here. Although, if they found an Infernal Tutor, they probably didn't put it in their hand, right? Because, like, if I had a discard spell, they pondered and didn't shuffle and didn't crack a fetch, so it's probably on top of their deck. So I'm probably supposed to take Surgical. And just shuffle their deck. I don't like taking Tormods. I don't think Tormods is going to do... Like, I think since they don't have any rituals in their graveyard, they're not going to piff if they have the Infernal. I think that surgicaling them to shuffle their deck and hope that they tried to hide a spell on top is going to be the best play. And so what I want to do is probably surgical their Brainstorm. I don't think surgicaling LED is going to matter that much. They have 2 on the field. We're going to try this. I think the way I win this game is by them having tried to hide Infernal on top of their deck and not have it in hand. But that might not work. Oh, they had a Brainstorm in hand. Interesting. Okay. I mean, them putting cards back isn't going to do much. But I suppose if they find the Infernal here, I'll still be in trouble. I just need to get a little lucky, I guess. Well, they have a Delta in hand, so take those, all 4 Brainstorms out of their graveyard, shuffle their deck, and just cross my fingers. So that was their hand. They didn't cast a spell. I'm going to crack this because the Crypt is 2 cards down. I don't think it's going to be worth it to me to wait that long and drawing dead. Like, I want to just rip a Frenzy here. That ain't it. Duress. Duress is a fine draw, but it's not a Frenzy. So I just need a top deck better than them, is where we're at. That's not what's happening here. The top deck was much better than mine. No shuffle, playing a Bloodstained Mire and passing. I wonder if they just hit nothing in that. Or if they hit something on top. Doesn't really matter much. Not like I can do a whole lot. Crack a fetch. No crack. Alright, looks like I'm dead. I'm feeling pretty dead here. I'm feeling super dead here. Just casting ad nauseum. Absolutely disgusting. Alright. So they had a Dark Writ plus those cards. I just need them to resolve or reveal no business spells. They haven't even revealed a can. Oh, okay, that's it. Crap. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's win the next two. Well, not every league can go my way, but I would prefer leagues where I didn't feel like fate was actively against me. Did I side out cantrips in that matchup? I wonder if I just shouldn't side out cantrips. I don't think. I think I cut maybe one, but maybe that was wrong. I definitely don't want to cut my frenzies in the matchup. That one's kind of hard because you like I have more cards that I want to bring in than I really want to bring out. But yeah, I just like I don't know. When I'm not too tilted, which I'm trying hard not to be right now, I try not to ascribe too much of my losses to my opponent's luck. But like for what it's worth, that matchup against Eldrazi, I definitely felt unlucky. With them ripping the Trinisphere and then me not drawing a land for several turns. But in that one, like I don't know. I guess with the exception of missing game one against Eldrazi, missing that frenzy setup, I think I've played pretty well. So I don't know. Like I said, you can't win them all. Sometimes you fucking get hit with the fucking dick of variance. And sometimes you sit for several minutes in the queue and you can't find anybody to play with you. Would anybody be interested in watching me try to stumble my way through a vintage cube draft? I've never done one before, and I'm not great at limited, but I actually have the supplies, as it were, to play one while it's running, so it might be interesting. I've been thinking about doing it. I don't know how long you generally have to wait to get into a draft pod for that. Like, I don't know how those works because I don't play limited really at all. But because I just don't want to sit here forever and not do anything. Maybe my luck will be better in the vintage cube. Oh, alright, we found a match. If I lose this one, maybe I'll do the vintage cube. Because I got some time, but I don't think I want to play another league. This hand's not very good. These two cards, Bauble and Axeman Impulse, are pretty subpar already. I mean, like, that's a fine 5, but I think I'm just... Oh, I'm playing fucking this guy again. Who was this? Was this my Eldrazi opponent or the person I played last? This isn't where I want to go. Was this the person I just played? I'm just gonna mull it. Well, I mean, this hand's all right against Storm. I don't. I don't think it's very good. All right, I'll keep this. I'll keep that too. This hand's okay. I probably should have bought him that Brainstorm now that I'm thinking about it, but am I just dying? I sure fucking hope not. Oh, the old turn 1 Ponder. Maybe they'll miss a land and I can Thoughtseize and get out ahead of this one. But the fact that they are willing to keep a 7 that involved... Oh, and they fucking shuffled and ripped the land. My luck is definitely subpar tonight. Or maybe they just had the land the whole time, and I don't know. If they had the land the whole time, pondering off the Lotus Petal is definitely wrong, I think. So now they're going to Brainstorm to hide cards because their hand is just that good. This is where the salt starts to flow. I definitely feel like I'm getting outlucked today. Come on, motherfucker. Just decide on your Brainstorm. They either disconnected or this is a real thinker. Alright, I guess I didn't disconnect. Let's see. That's a pretty good hand. I think it's either the Ad Naus or the Infernal Tutor. If they hit a Dark Red on top, they could cast Ad Naus next turn. But if they did, next turn they're still just gonna Infernal for another Dark Rit and then piff me out of the game. So I just don't see how this works out for me. Probably how I win this game would be to take the Tutor and assume they don't have mana for the Ad Naus. What's up, Bill? League's not going great. I'm feeling like I've been getting pretty unlucky. But I'm glad to have you here. I'm considering playing trying to draft a vintage cube and stream it after I lose this one. I think I'm gonna take the Ad Naus. But I don't know if that's right. I don't think there really is a right choice. Like, I think the best I do against that hand, with the way my hand is shaping up, is buy a turn or two. Yep, so this is playing out almost exactly like I predicted. Cabal Rit instead of Dark Rit, but either way, they're going to have Threshold when that goes off. So I don't think I can win from here. Yeah, I mean, like, I have a kill for next turn, but their hand was just too stacked. Maybe they'll do something dumb. I doubt it, though. Let's see, do they remember to cast their spells? Maybe they can't get Hellbent, though. I mean, I suppose they could just add Nas out of their fucking graveyard, even if they can't get Hellbent for the tutor. I think that's probably the play here. Just gonna dismiss all those revealed cards. Yeah. So they need to hit really, really badly here. Actually, they just need to hit LED, right? And then they can flashback the... Oh, that's game. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can pick up the two wins here. So, I'm gonna think about my sideboarding a little bit more. These are the cards I definitely want. I want to cut the Cabal Writs. I'm going to try this. I'm going to cut Cabal Writs, Lim-Dûl's Vault, and 1 Doomsday. Lim-Dûl's Vault's a little slow in this matchup, even though it can find me, like, exactly the card I need. Oh my god, what a fucking pitiful hand. I just don't think that's going to cut it, so I'm going to maul. That will have to do. What do we got on top? Something good. Ooh, they're mulling pretty low. Another land on top. I'm going to bottom that. So I think I'm going to start off with a Thoughtseize. It's definitely a little risky if they have a super resilient hand or if they just draw the card that I make them discard. But I think since they mulled that, I would rather do this because their hand is probably a little weak. Interesting. I think I'm definitely supposed to take the Ponder here. You'll no lander. So, oh, I should have played out my fucking lines of damage. Although I guess they can't. There's nothing they could draw that would make me lose it this turn. So, I'm going to play out the LED. And then I'm going to be basically on the draw frenzy before they do anything meaningful plan. I suppose drawing a Doomsday would be okay too. There's land. I'll crack this. Grab Badlands. Give me something good. Another LED. That's not what I want. Just gonna cast it out. Alright, so starting next turn, Frenzy is a very live draw. I do wonder if I'm supposed to just aggressively counter, like, whatever the first thing they play is. Like, do I just counter this? Since I know they're pretty far off from doing anything. Like, the Cabal Writ double Infernal Tutor is not a great hand. I feel like I want to just counter this. But I'm not sure. I suppose... maybe that's not right. Because if they just have a second land that they're hiding... Thoughts on countering the Ponder? I think I'm going to hold it. This could be wrong, but... so now they have an LED. I'll draw for turn here. Lotus Petal. Just cast that, play my land, and pass. So hopefully they just jam here and I can fluster. Hopefully they don't have a discard spell as well. Like if they seriously drew a discard spell on top of everything else, that'd be pretty fucking rude. Actually, my real problem is that they might be able to play through this fluster, so I might have to... What's this ritual going to get? Another Cabal Writ? I think I let this get the Cabal Writ and then counter the first Cabal Writ. Because now they're going to be short on a mana source to actually... They played... I think this will work. I don't think they have enough mana to... Yeah, they won't be able to... Because I think the issue is going to be that if I let them cast all the Cabal Writs, I wasn't going to have enough Storm to counter their Infernal Tutor when it actually came out. I probably should have counted a little better, but now I really need, like really desperately need to draw a Frenzy or something good here. Fuck me. Gonna have all my goddamn lands out by the time this is done. Alright, well at least they didn't try and go off again. Come on. God damn it. Nothing but mana. See, and they're still in a really good position. Yeah, because now they can just go Cabal Writ, Infernal Tutor, kill me. I don't know, somebody tell me if I did the math wrong and I would have been able to fluster their Infernal Tutor. But... Oh, and they drew a Thoughtseize. That's cute. Because, I mean, like, if I could have... Alright, let me think. So they would have had 5 mana on the first Cabal Writ, and then 8 on the second one. They would have... And then 11 total after they cracked the LED. So they would have gone Infernal Tutor for Past in Flames, and that would have cost 7. They would have had 4 left, so maybe I could have just countered the... Plus, yeah, maybe I could have just countered the Past in Flames, and then they wouldn't have had the LED. They would have been way behind, no cards in hand, no mana sources. So maybe I screwed up flustering that Cabal Writ, but still, my draws were just really fucking bad. Alright. So that league didn't go very well at all. I'm going to drop. How do I do that? Drop. And let's play a Duo of the Vintage Cube draft. I'm going to go pee first, though. I'll be back in just a sec. Alright, I'm back. How fast do these fucking... Like, how long am I gonna have to sit in a queue or something while these, while I wait for this vintage cube to fire? How does that... Alright. Oh, it's going up pretty quick. Or so it seems. So hopefully I won't have to wait too long on this. I'm super bad at limited. I've never done the vintage one before. I don't even know what fucking cards are in it, except I'm sure I've seen a couple pictures of people's decks that look completely busted. So I'm gonna need some fucking help, is what I'm saying. Here we go. That really went quick. Alright, I don't even... Alright, let's see. Well, there's a Mox Ruby, Frost Titan, Revoker. I mean, there's lots of good cards in here. Factor Fiction seems like a good one. I mean, like, maybe I'm supposed to just take the removal. Is it good enough to just pick... First pick the removal? I feel like it's gonna be between Factor Fiction or Swords for me. I think I'm just gonna take the Swords. I'd have no idea what I'm doing in Limited. I want to reiterate that. Let's change this text. Doomsday League to Vintage Cube. Alright. This one. Strip Mine, Shardless Agent, Land Tax. Land Tax seems like a good card. Could take the Baneslayer Angel. That's a bomb. Mermaid, you're way behind. You're like lagging hard. I'm gonna take the Baneslayer Angel. It seems like a good card. Geist of Saint Track, Concealed Courtyard House. Lots of good cards in here too. Plateau. Could take some mana fixing. Get consider going into red. I mean, Geist is a pretty good... White seems pretty open. I don't know what that means. I'm fucking so bad at limited. I mean, Geist is a good card for sure. What the fuck is Parallax Wave? I don't think I... Actually, Parallax Wave is pretty wild. Kind of want to take this Plateau. See what fucking pile I end up with at the end. Oh, Oblivion Ring is decent. Thalia, maybe. Probably not. I don't think I want Thalia. There's a Dark Grid. I could shift and try and build a Storm deck now. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just take the O-Ring. Angel of Serenity. Exile up to 3 other target creatures from the battlefield. And or creatures from graveyards. Return the exile cards. Interesting. Welder. I always see these messages from you after I've already picked something. Sphinx's Rev is a good card. If I can live that long. Student of Warfare. Let's take the Sphinx's Rev, I think. Yeah, I'm running out of time, so we'll take that. Archangel Avacyn. I mean, that's a good card. Tidehall Scholar is pretty good. Gideon is good. Man, white's super open. I don't know if picking all these fucking 4 and 5 drop white cards is actually going to be good, but there's a lot of good shit going on in white. I kind of feel like Gideon is a little better than Archangel Avacyn. I'm gonna draft fucking mono white. Ooh, getting into the Trials, Kythian. I could just go full on fucking Chad deck. I could grab this Vindicate and think about splashing some black. This Kythian too. I don't think Kythian wants to go in the deck that I'm working on here. But this Gideon of the Trials could be good. I think Vindicate is just a better card here. Chad Tribal. Alright, I'm going to take this. Ooh, a Path to Exile. That's definitely a good card. Get that removal. The Mary Angel's decent, but I think I want the removal. Revelark. Revelark doesn't do a whole lot right now. I could definitely consider taking the Godless Shrine and think about splashing black. Although maybe Unburial Rites is just better if I go that direction. Like, I don't think the mana fixing is going to matter all that much. I'll take the rights. Let's grab the land tax here. Because it's white. I'm going to call this deck White Privilege. It's got handsome white men in it. He's kind of dark skinned. Not like black, but like maybe olive. He's Greek. They're white, though, basically, I think. I don't know. I don't want to get too racist on here and have Twitch give me the boot. Just all because I try to make some jokes. It's just a joke, bro. I mean, Concealed Courtyard is okay. Geist of St. Traft would be okay. I think I'm going to take the Geist of St. Traft. Thalia. Well, I'm going to grab the Maze now, because Mermaid said it was good. Yeah, I mean, Porcelain Legionnaire is definitely, like, it's a, you've played ahead of curve, so it's good. But I'm just not, I don't know if it's quite up to the power level that some of the other cards in the Vintage Cube are at. But I don't really know. I think I'll just take the Student Warfare. Grab that Tidehall Scholar. Oh, I could grab Buried Alive since I have the Unburial Rites. But I think I'll just grab the Scholar. I'm feeling maybe like a white, base white deck with a black splash here. Although I do have some decent blue and white cards as well. Let's fucking get you out of here. Alright, there's a Moat. Moat could be very interesting. There's Teferi. Wall of Omens. Oh, this is a good pack for my shitty deck. Although I guess Moat kind of runs counter to the Chads. Probably either the Wall or the Teferi. I think the Wall is more likely to come back around, so I'll grab Tef here. Batterskull, History of Benalia. That's a good one. Celestial Colonnade would be good if I decide to go Splash Blue as well. Man, Batterskull, I could suit up a fucking Batterskull on the Baneslayer Angel. It's getting me all hot. But this History of Benalia does go good with my other Gideon. I don't want to take too much time. I'll just grab the History of Benalia. Whoa. Selfless Spirit, Kitesail Freebooter, Anguished Unmaking. That might convince me to stay black. Yeah, let's grab that. Blade Splicer. Ooh, Shambling Vent. Armageddon. The Solemn Simulacrum's not bad, but I don't think that's what I want. I think I'm going to grab this Shambling Vent. Containment Priest, Massacre Worm, Faith's Fetters. Yeah, this pack's not so good for me. I guess that's kind of removal. Probably just grab that. Although the Containment Priest is good just as like a quick drop. But that Armageddon's going to come back around, I tell you. Another removal spell, but that Karakas seems okay too. I just don't know how many legendary creatures are actually going to get. Are actually going to get played. You can play the Necrotal, although double black in my Black Splash deck. I don't know about that. I'm just going to grab this guy. Brimaz, that's a good one. 1,000-Year Storm. We're changing direction, boys. Building the Storm deck. I'm gonna stick with my mono white. Yeah, I don't know that. With the cards I've already drafted, I think Clamp is pretty bad. But, just do a little sorting here. I mean, so let's see. Like, I got a good amount of removal type cards. Got some good threats and stuff. Sun Titan. Now there's a fucking card, dude. Hell yeah, give me that Sun Titan. I'm gonna build a big ol' top heavy ass mono white bombs deck. Sun Tits. Hell yeah. It's pretty dark. Oh yeah, you can see me okay because of the light from the screen, so that's good. Somebody's fucking slow. Always taking too long to pick their cards. Moat. Yeah, the wall came back around, so I think I'm going to grab the Wall of Omens here. I don't think Moat is a card I really want. It doesn't seem like it's a card anybody else wants either. I don't have enough flying creatures to make that worth it, so. Can't wait to Sun Titan back my Gideon of the Trials. How about that? That's a spicy one. Sun Titan back the Wall of Omens, or this frickin' way to go. Fairgrounds Warden. This deck could be alright. I don't really know. I'm not good at limited, but I got some good cards in here. Oh, and the Batterskull came back around. Let's fucking grab the Batterskull. It's mono white 5 drops. I'll take the white card. See if there's any white cards in the next one. There are. Hey, that costs 3 too. I can Sun Titan that back. It's getting to the point where I'm almost like would I even need to splash a color? My white cards are pretty fucking good. My curve is a little top heavy, but I mean, I got good removal and stuff at the bottom, so I'm almost thinking I could play mono white at this rate. I do have some really good non-white cards, though. Alright, which of these cards do I least want to play against? Probably Plow Under. I'll take the Skull Clamp. I don't think it's any good to me, but that's another card I don't really want anyone else having. Now, when you play league matches, you don't only play against people in your pod, right? You play against all kinds of people, so they could have all kinds of shit. But either way, this deck seems decent. This is a deck that I'm not completely ashamed of, and I've drafted a lot of decks I'm completely ashamed of in the limited amount of drafting I do. I like my ashamedness rate. Oh, we got a 1,000-Year Storm. My rate of being ashamed is yeah, Nox. I went 1-3 and dropped, and it just felt like I was getting pretty unlucky. Like there was a game where I was playing against, it was game 3 against like Eldrazi, and I turned 1 duress their 3-ball, and I had a turn 2 kill, and they peeled another 3-ball off the top, and then I never drew a third land in like 6 turns, so I could have braid the 3-ball because I had a braid in my hand too. Like it was just kind of shit like that. And I drew like lands for like 6 turns in a row against Storm, 2 matches in a row. It just wasn't a good league. All right, let's see. This Angel. Angel's okay. I don't think I want Wrath, but I also don't want anyone else to have Wrath. What does this card do? Vanguard is good. Yeah, I do need some stuff to fill out the bottom of my curve a little bit better. Maybe I will take that. Time Walk. I'd splash blue just for that shit. Got some ramp in here to help me get up to my big boys. I could play that Thran Dynamo, but it's a little expensive. It's not that good. Probably just take the Banishing Light so I have another removal spell, right? Flicker Wisp is okay too. Actually, Flicker Wisp could be pretty good. Being able to flicker like History Benalia or something, or Wall of Omens, or Blade Splicer. I think I'll take that Flicker Wisp. Brightling seems really good here. Although there's another Gideon. Do I take the Gideon for the memes? Or do I take the Brightling because it's legitimately a good creature? Yeah, I think Brightling is too good to pass up here. Oh, and there's another Gideon, so the meme is still alive. And there's also a Mana Tithe. That'll come back around. Let's take this Gideon for the Chad Tribal Monastery Mentor 2. Unexpectedly absent. Non-creature spell. I have a decent amount of non-creature spells. Not a ton, but probably enough to make Mentor not awful. I mean, like, Mentor into a Gideon wouldn't be terrible. Mentor is another card that I think I want to take just so that nobody else takes it. Right? I'm gonna grab the Mentor. I don't. I do have Tendrils and Thousand Year Storm. It's really tempting, but I don't think it's gonna. I don't think that meme is gonna gonna work out. It's a little too late. Iona, Day of Judgment, Stoneforge Mystic. Actually, that's a good one because I got the Batterskull earlier. If I could just pick up a sword, that might not be bad either. Alright, this deck is looking pretty strong. I mean, this is the Vintage Cube, so it's like... I mean, all the cards are pretty strong, but I'm liking the way this is shaping up so far. And if I could get another decent equipment, Condemn is pretty good. Just because it's more removal, but Hero Bladehold is also pretty good. Yeah, I guess it's just like how much mana do I need and how many more. I already have a lot of cards in that like 4-drop range. So I'm not sure that another creature in that range is really what. Ooh, what happened? Oh crap! I clicked on the Bone Shredder and got the stupid card I reserved. That was a fuck up. I just wanted to read it, but I clicked on it like a dumbass. All right, I'll just grab this Elspeth. Oof, that was a screw up. Hopefully not too big a problem. Like neither of those cards were super incredible, but I definitely would have rather have either of them than the Bone Spreader. The Bone Spreader. Yeah, Looter Scooter would have been good too. That's true. I'm too deep in this Planeswalker meme. Oh, the Angel came back around. I'm gonna take that motherfucker. Yeah, no, that card's no good. Grab this Angel. Yeah, white is ridiculously open. It's been open the whole time. Which is why I was able to draft the Planeswalker meme deck and still like have also some good cards in it. So yeah, we're just gonna build the mono white bombs deck and hope it's good enough. Banishing Light came back around too, so that's pretty good. Just gotta. Thrain Dynamo is good, but like, I don't know. Like, I want to be playing a threat on turn 4 instead of another ramp. Like, I'd rather just play an extra land or two to make sure I hit all my land drops and stuff. And like I have land tax if I fall behind. Let me just take Chad here. Oh, and the Mana Tithe. Yes. Max memes. Alright, I'm just gonna take the liberty of... Oh, and they got the Unexpectedly Absent too. Wild. White's crazy open. I'm just going to take the liberty of taking all the non-white cards out of this main deck section and moving them to my sideboard because I think I'm going to have enough cards to do. That's the better card of those two, I think. Not that it really matters. Sure. All right. So, cards that I really want. Let me just... Can I sort these somehow? Sort by converted mana cost. Yes, thank you. So I don't think Mana Tithe is actually any good. It's like, it's too stupid. It's good for memes, but it's too stupid. So that one's an easy cut. Student of Warfare is probably fine. I need something at the bottom of my curve. Like, I think I want almost all of the things that are in these first couple slots. So it's really a matter of, like, what of my big ones do I actually want? I think Gideon Blackblade is kind of weak. Although he is a 4/4 for 3. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's good. There's a lot of good cards in here. I don't even know what I want. Gideon Jura is probably on the weak side. Faith's Fetters is probably expensive. I'm going to move that over there for now. And then Mentor is strong, but I don't have a lot of cheap non-creature spells, so I'm not really going to be taking the most advantage of it. I kind of want to just play all the Gideons, though. I think Angel Invention is probably on the weak side. Like, it's not that great. Well, I don't know. Unexpectedly Absent, I probably... It's just expensive. What else do I have for removal? Maze of Ith is removal. That's removal. Banishing Light, Fairgrounds Warden, O-Ring. Like, do I need this Unexpectedly Absent as well? There's so many goddamn cards I want to play. Alright, I'm going to move the Mentor out. Somebody feel free to tell me that's completely wrong and stupid. And then... Elspeth seems insane if it comes down. I'm going to move the Unexpectedly Absent out as well. I still probably need to cut like 4 more cards here. Is Brimaz just kind of meh? I do need more cards though. Maybe I can just cut land tax. Is that kind of insane? Like if I play 18 lands, am I really gonna need land tax? And it's not like I'm trying to fix my mana with it. I don't have any real way to take advantage of it. Let's try it. I'm gonna cut this guy. Alright, let's add some frickin' plains. How do I add lands? Oh, add basic lands. Perfect. 18 plains. I love how it suggests that. I mean, like, obviously it's correct, but... Alright, there's my 40 card deck. Let's just try it. Let's see how bad I fuck up. Alrighty. The hand's got lands, it's got creatures. I think this is fine. I'll keep it. It's kind of does something. Unless the hand is like really just has nothing, I don't see. Oh, maybe it's the mirror. Blade Splicer is fine. Definitely need to hit my land drops here though. Selesnya Signet. Doesn't look like it's the mirror. Okay, well I can play the Stoneforge Mystic. That's probably going to be a better 2-drop than the Blade Splicer. Go grab the Skull. If it survives the Skull, like if Stoneforge doesn't die, the Skull will be a good card. Worn Power Stone, they're ramping fucking hard. That's a little scary. Hopefully they're ramping into creatures that I can get rid of. So I could play the Fairgrounds Warden or the Blade Splicer, but it probably behooves me to just put in the Skull. Probably supposed to... I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what they're ramping up to, so... Tolarian Academy. Yikes. My deck is feeling a little underpowered now. They have like 9 mana or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 mana. 7 mana is still a lot. Hopefully whatever they're ramping up to is a creature. And I can do something about it. They're thinking hard. tapping out for something. Oh, a Baneslayer Angel. Yikes. Well, I can get rid of that at least. I'm just going to activate Stoneforge, put the skull in, and then next turn I can drop the Fairgrounds Warden in and come in with the boys. Plains is a good draw. Yeah. And go to combat. See, if I hit a land drop for next turn, I can probably play my own Baneslayer. If not, I have Gideon. I don't know what else they have in their hand. I'm kind of hoping that was their one good bomb. But they're definitely out-ramping me. What we got this time? Something big and scary. Godolph the Forge Master. Yikes. Don't tell me you just have Lightning Greaves or something. God damn. Well, I can cast Gideon. I can cast this Blade Splicer. I think I'm going to cast Gids. And just make a knight. Although, yeah. My concern is that they have, like, Blightsteel or something that they can Forge Master up. Suppose if I draw the other Gideon, I could maybe live through that. Gideon of the Trials. What you got here, fam? Gilded Lotus. Sure. That's a lot of ramp. Hero of Blade Hold. That's fun. Didn't attack though. An Elspeth, that doesn't do me a lot of good. I'm just going to attack with Gideon since he's not... I don't think he's going to die. I suppose if they have the Blightsteel Colossus, he could die. But if they have the Blightsteel Colossus, I'm going to die. So I don't think it much matters. So I'm hoping that this just gets the hit in, because I might be able to Alpha Strike next turn. That's kind of the play I'm trying to make here, is just not die, and then... They didn't crack the Forge Master right away, which is very interesting. What are we doing here? Jesus Christ. It's a lot of fucking mana. Maybe they didn't crack the Forge Master because they just have the goddamn Lightsteel in hand. That'd be a good trick. Ulamog the Infinite Guy. When you cast a spell, destroy target permanent. So that's probably going to be Gideon. Because that was kind of my win con. Although, I'm pretty sure... Wait, what did they destroy? The Fairgrounds Warden, so they get their Baneslayer back. I see. Interesting. Okay, well, not a lot I can do there. Gideon of the Trials is very, very interesting. And a very good draw here, I think. So I'm definitely going to zero him. Get that emblem. And then I'm gonna make another knight. And then I guess just like pass. I'm basically trying to see if there's a way I can build up to an Alpha Strike here. As long as I have both Gideons, they can't actually kill me. So they're going to get the Annihilator trigger. I'm thinking I'm just supposed to stack my lands here. Just take the hit. What happened? Did they attack? Oh, they attacked my Gideon. My other Gideon. I think I screwed that up. I wasn't paying attention to what they were attacking. I thought they were attacking me. That was a fuck up. Unless they don't have anything else to cast and they still just die, but... Yeah, now they're at 14. Yeah, I think I really porked that. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I'm just going to concede. I really fucked that up. Alright, is there anything else I want in this matchup? I don't really think so. I don't really know, but maybe the extra removal spell is good. Instead of like, I don't even know. I think I'm gonna cut one of the big boys here. Huh. Well, I'll keep it. Why not? I can at least hit my land drops. And it kind of has a curve. So long as I draw into some beef, it might be okay. They did have a pretty nutty hand, like ramp-wise, in that first game. So I don't know if all of them are going to be like that, but... So the way I'm seeing this play out is Selfless Spirit on turn 2, Blade Splicer turn 3, unexpectedly absent something maybe like a Mana Rock to kind of tempo them a little bit on turn 4, and then slam the Gideon on turn 5 if I draw the extra land. So they're playing 5 Callers. It's kind of wild. But I guess they did get a lot of ramp and stuff. Banishing Light. It probably makes sense to just get more meat on the board, since I have removal for something that they play. Just get in, do some damage. Like, I can just remove their threats as they play them. I don't need to use some of these cards as shitty tempo spells. Maybe they're not playing black. I don't think I saw black last game, but... Academy. What you got for me, pal? Golem? Ballista X is 2. That's kind of annoying. That's a really good ballista. Although I suppose I could sack the Selfless Spirit. Then I'm just gonna 2-for-1 me anyway, right? I did draw another land. So I think I just attack. I know they're going to block and pop the Spirit. But then I could consider like casting Unexpectedly Absent on the Selesnya Signet as like a bad tempo play. I don't want to waste a removal spell on the Ballista, because like that'd be a fucking waste. So like, yeah. Oh, they did it before blocks. That seems bad. Hope you like your damage. Am I supposed to do that? Unexpectedly Absent the Selesnya Signet back to the top of their deck, just to like slow them down. I'm gonna try it. Just put it back on top of their deck. Basically, it forces them to... They did have another land, so they're going to replay it. I'm hoping they just don't have much more to do this turn, like that it bought me a turn, but it doesn't really look like it did. Oh, Sylvan Library, that's a good one. It's a good card. I wonder if I'm supposed to Banishing Light that. Probably... Oh, History of Benalia is a good one, too. Do I just slam the Gideon, or do I slam the History of Benalia? I think I'm going to play the History of Benalia. And again, get in. Because they're not going to be able to spend a ton of life on that Sylvan Library if I have a reasonable clock. I have one removal spell, and I have Gideon, which is like kind of a combat trick. So I might be able to time it right with the History of Benalia to get through the last bits of damage that I need. So it has 1 counter on it, right? Next turn it'll have 2 counters on it. So if I play Gideon next turn, I can plus, and then the turn after, I can like Banishing Light an untapped creature or something. Might be able to sneak this one out. Another Worn Power Stone comes in tap, so they don't have anything this turn, or not anything of huge importance. Rakdos Signet, okay. So History of Benalia triggers again. Oh, we got a wall of them. That's a good one. That's a good one. I definitely think I'm supposed to play Gideon this turn, but I'm gonna attack first. That one can't, right? So come in for 5. Play a Gideon. Plus him. Not that I think it's going to do a whole lot. And hopefully I have the Banishing Light for any big scary things that they play. And I'll be able to get through the lethal here when that history goes off. If they have 2 big scary things, it could be a little annoying. But I think it'll probably still be lethal. Unless they can destroy the history. Like if they have exactly Ulamog to destroy the history Renalia, that'll be a bit annoying. Although I just can't. Time Warp. That's kind of gross, but I suppose they don't have a whole lot else going on, so dig one more card deeper. Try and find something to do. So this was a lot less event. Yeah, they just scooped. This was a lot less eventful of a game from them. Seems like they have a lot of air in their deck, with all the ramp and stuff, and like probably have some weird mana fixing, trying to fix up their shitty mana base. That's like 4 colors, 5 colors. I'm just gonna submit again. So, as long as they don't have a super fast draw with like just the right mix of ramp and beef, I think my deck is probably a little more consistent in terms of what I can put on the board, but I don't know. I might not be able to finish this league. I'll probably play this last match out and then, or play the rest of this match out, and then maybe I'll try and stream the rest of this sometime. But I think I'm gonna have to stop after this match. It's getting a little late for me. Getting to be my bedtime. Gotta try and be responsible so I can go to work tomorrow. It's got land, removal, something approximating a curve. I think this is a keeper. They mold. Yeah, it's definitely... It's seeming more like their deck might have a lot of explosive potential and not a lot of consistency. Got the Stoneforge, but the Batterskull's already in my hand. But actually, this like I could level up the Student of Warfare, but the can you only level up as a sorcery? I think you can. But Stoneforge is probably a better turn 2 play because it'll let me get the Batterskull out. Although it depends a little bit on what I draw. What you got? Ballista. Probably just gonna shoot the student. Yeah. That's fine. So now I definitely think I'm going to play the Stoneforge here. Gideon of the Trials, baby. Not using his ability is just screaming like, I have it in my hand, binge. Banishing Light, fine. Good Banishing Light there, Banishing Light. But I definitely think it's going to be better to just play the Gids. Although playing Blade Splicer could be good too. Probably just play Gideon and zero him here. Get the emblem. That way if I draw more Gideons in the future, they're better since I have that emblem. I'm hoping they just, excuse me, have a handful of crap right now. Here's something. Lodestone Golem's annoying. I really need to hit another land here so I can O-ring that. A real land. Okay. Plow is probably fine. I'll just plow it right away, I think. Actually, maybe I'm supposed to turn him into a 4/4 and attack first. Like, he's not going to block that, right? I should give him the opportunity to. Actually, maybe I don't need to plow that yet, because I can play the Blade Splicer, and... oh no, I can't play the Blade Splicer. I don't have enough mana. Do I just plow it? I probably can hold the plow. Because, like, I have Maze to keep it from hitting me. If I draw another land, I can play the Blade Splicer and have the Golem and not have to... what do we got here? And this way I'll have the swords for whatever fucking trash this is. Oh, this is a Karn. Interesting. Man, see, this is why I don't play limited. Matches last so long. Shit takes so fucking long. It'd be like midnight before I finished this league if I was going to play it out and everybody was playing at this pace. Jesus Christ, come on, pal. What's under that? Stoneforge. So they're doing the plus. I guess I'm going to give them the plains. Because I don't really care. And then I'd probably just plow this golem here rather than maze it. Does that make sense? Now if I draw another mana producing land here, I can O-ring the Karn and be in a pretty good spot. Yes, good, good, good. And I'll just keep coming in with Gideon here. And then next turn I can play the Blade Splicer or the Skull if I get another land. Have the Maze of Ith to keep one attacker at bay. So not doing too bad here. It's interesting, they don't have any black mana right now. I don't know how much that matters to them. Is this Baneslayer? Am I gonna get fucked? Am I gonna wish I had saved a removal spell? I mean, I suppose over a couple turns... Okay, just a Gilded Lotus. So they have 4 mana available to them right now. Harmonize. That's a good card. I would love another land right now. But even if I don't, I can play with the Blade Splicer and that's okay. Gideon Blackblade. Okay. I think I'm supposed to play out the Gideon Blackblade. And then plus him. Oh wait, I probably want to plus this guy first. And then plus Gideon Blackblade. And give him Vigilant? No, Lifelink. The other ones aren't really going to matter. And then we go to combat. So they got a lot of mana for next turn. I do have Gideon Blackblade as a potential removal spell if I can get him up one more here. And I do have Maze of Ith if they play a creature. So it's not like I'm running out of options. I have them on a pretty quick clock. But they did just cast Harmonize. Sylvan Library, okay. And what else we got here? More Power Stone. So they got a lot of their hitting a lot of their air here. This is looking pretty good. Elspeth, which I can't cast because I'm a little light on lands. So I guess I cast the Blade Splicer. Turn him into a 4/4. And then plus this guy. Choose the target creature. I'm going to give him indestructible. Wait, does he already have indestructible? Prevent all damage. I'm going to give him indestructible. Then we'll go to combat. I can attack with both this time. Double Chad. Do some big damage. Put him in 4, and then we'll play the Blade Splicer. And we should be in a pretty good spot here. They're going to need a strong answer off this Sylvan Library. And it's not going to draw them any extra cards. Alright. We got there. It was a little close, but that first game made me feel a little bad about my deck, but it worked out. Alright, well, I appreciate the viewers who stuck around. I gotta log off now. Hopefully this at least will go fairly well, even if the Legacy League went poorly. But thanks for watching.